All right, so we have the update project working well. That just leaves us with this delete project action to try to delete. And this one is the most simple of the ones that we'll do. So in our, where do we delete? So it's going to be in our projects admins page with this delete button down at the bottom. So we have a button here, delete project. Currently we're just posting what the delete is, but instead of that, what we can do is create a method, and just like we've done with the other ones, in the projects API, we can add a new export const delete project, and this can be equal to async. Now again, this could be done right in the admins project page itself, but we're kind of grouping all these little API functions all together in this APIs file. So export const delete project async, and then in there we say in order to delete this project, what we need is, sorry, I got ahead of myself here. We need to have the project ID in order to know which one to delete. That is going to be a number, and then we say promise. Well, we're not promising anything in return, and in here, meaning we're not, getting anything back from this. We're just sending this delete request. Again, we'll create our try catch block, and we'll have our const response like we have in the ones above. Await, and then here we'll fetch. So similar to what we've done before, we'll use the backtick here. We'll use the $sign. We'll use our API. Sorry, in braces, our API URL, but then which one are we going to? So if we go back and look at our water controller, we're going to call delete project, and we're going to pass in the project ID. So over here in our APIs, we will call the path and then delete project, and then we'll pass in $sign whatever has come into us as the project ID. Okay, so that's part one of this, is that fetch that we're doing. But then after this backtick, before we close that, we're going to also give it the information, just like we did above, about which method we're calling. Now in this case, the method is going to be the delete method. So we're calling the delete function in terms of the API call we're making. We're calling the delete, and then we put a semicolon at the end of that, and then we say if not response okay, then we throw an error. So console.error, and oh, sorry, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Throw new error, failed to delete project. And then in terms of the down here after our try, we can have a catch, reading in that error message, console.error, error deleting project, and then pass in the error message so we can see what's going on. And then after that, we can throw error. All right, save that. So now we've got a delete method in here. And what that means is, back to our admins project page, that as we're trying to use this delete method now, as we have this delete button, and we have the API call set up on the water controller side, remember, to be able to take that ID, go into our context file, and delete the project from the database. Then back here to the admin projects page, we will build, just like we've done with the other ones, we'll build a little handle for this delete. So I'll say here const handle delete. This is just below our set or use effect, is equal to async project ID number, and then the function is, so what we need is a project ID, right? And then the function is to create a const called confirm delete equals, and then here we're going to call the window confirm function, which is going to pop up a little window and say, are you sure you want to delete this project, question mark. Okay, so we're going to get the confirmation first, and then we say if not confirm delete, then return. So if they say no, I don't want to do that, then just go back to the form without doing anything. Otherwise, try await, and then we're going to call our delete project method we just created in the API, the React side of the API, and we're going to pass in our project ID. Now it's not going to recognize that at first, obviously. We can go in quick fix, import, and set our projects to whatever the projects was, but then filter out, and we can just call this P, where P.project ID is not equal to the project ID. Catch, error, and then in here, our catch, we can say alert, and then we can say failed to delete project, please try again. All right, so we'll save that, see if we can get rid of our error message here. So the try and the catch, what am I missing? Opening brace, closing brace, opening, closing. Do I need, I think I need a semicolon at the end of that. Save, no. Try, I've got an extra brace. No. So opening brace there. Oh, I do need a semicolon at the end. Oh, I don't have a closing brace for my catch. Oh, that was the closing brace for the catch. So I need one more and a semicolon. Save, and now I think we're good. Wow. Okay, I think we're good. Error is defined but never used. Okay, that's fine. But then handle delete. So we built this handle delete method now to go in and actually call the delete method, pass up the project ID, go change the list to remove that project from the list. And then down here, when we get to this delete button, instead of just logging the which one it is, then we can call our handle delete. All right, so save that, on click. Oh, I just formatted it wrong. So we need to have it be a function, an inline function. So I have to have the arrow function there. And then when we handle the delete, we need to pass to it, because remember, this is being built. These delete buttons are being built as we go through. I have to pass to it which project ID it is that I want deleted. It's requiring that in my handle delete. I'm saying you must pass in the project ID. Okay, let's save this. Let's pull it up. Lost my link. Well, I guess it's still running. And so I can come into my projects that I've created and click on delete, and it says, are you sure you want to delete this project? If I cancel, no problem. But if I delete, then it should delete that project, and it does. So now we're deleting. And again, without too much trouble to try and do it. Okay, this was a lot. And so I'll just wrap up, summarize what we did and look at it again to make sure we're understanding what we did in this set of videos. Tough stuff. This is why programmers get paid what they do. This is, the challenge that we face. This is why it's hard to find good people, is because there's a lot to it. Not just anybody can do it. And so kudos to you for sticking in there and doing a good job with it. Okay, we'll wrap up in the next video. Spencer out.